We had left for a few days, and we came back, and I walked into the living room, and I was like, hey, I thought you said you closed all these windows, because there was a window open. And he's like, well, I did. And he goes, I thought you said you made the bed. And I was like, well, I did. And after we started looking around at things, we realized somebody had been inside. It didn't look like anything had been stolen, but somebody had definitely been inside. I had a book that the bookmarker was put at a different page. We had a box of grape nuts, cereal, that the bag had been pulled out and then turned in sideways. I'm like, we don't do that. And it was just a bunch of weird things. Nothing was stolen, nothing was taken. But we later learned that this key can probably open a lot of other RVs. And a lot of other RV keys can likely open ours. So we got a new lock. So we ordered one of these RV locks with the keypad on them. And even if you got this and didn't care about the keypad and you still wanted to use the key, these keys are all keyed individually. You're not going to have, 90% of the keys will fit other locks. It's just like a regular lock. It's from RV Lock. It came in this nice, really nice box. And I'm going to put this in now because we can't have a lock on our RV. We don't have anything in there worth stealing because we don't have internet and we don't have TV service or anything. So there's nothing in there that's worth stealing. But just the idea of somebody coming in was enough for us to say, hey, we need to fix this. It looks like it'll be pretty simple and straightforward, so I'm just going to pull the screws out the back of this, and we'll just pop the new one in, and we'll see. It looks like it's going to be easy. They also suggest that you replace the door plate here, replace it all with what comes in the box. So it looks like I compared the plates. They're pretty much the same, but I'm going to replace the old one with the new one just because it said to. Okay, so I got the old one out and the new one in, and just holding this, after holding the new one, you can feel the quality difference in the one that comes stock with the RV and the new one that I put in. Not saying there's anything wrong with this one, but just feeling them and the weight of it and everything, the replacement one is by far superior just in quality alone. And you can see the new one is put in. I don't know if you can see this little piece of tape I put here. The old one was square and the new one is, well, whatever that is, arrow shaped. It's not square. So there was, at the top, there was a small gap there. You could have probably put the front end of a pencil through it and get a good chunk of the pointed end into the hole. That's how big it is. The bottom doesn't seem to have that, but the top definitely did. For now, I just got a piece of gaff tape on there to just block the hole. I debated putting some kind of caulk or something there, but I wasn't sure if that was going to be a good idea. So right now it's got a piece of tape, it's covering the hole, it's all fine. But at some point I'm going to have to put something else on to make that better. There was no real way to line it up any differently than what it was because the hole is the hole and each piece fits right in. So that's kind of how it was, and that's kind of how we're going to have to leave it till we put something else there. I may have to actually pull this back out, put something on the back side just to cover that gap there. But for right now, it's got a piece of tape on it. So this one has not only the keypad where you basically type in a code and press lock and unlock. And I'm not going to do that on here because I don't need to share the code with everybody. But it also has this fob that you can carry around with you. Lock. Unlock. The only thing that I noticed about this, and I'm not going to use this for the reason, is that I had this in my pocket and it was facing out with the buttons. The buttons were facing out instead of in my pocket this way. So they were facing out this way, and I hit my hand against my leg, and I don't know where I was, but I could could feel it. I was like, something was weird. Like I thought, I wonder if I activated this. And I went and looked, and I had actually unlocked the RV because this was in my pocket. So these buttons are very sensitive. You can't really tell, but they rise above the level of the thing. So basically anything brushes against them and it's setting it off. So if you're planning on leaving, you got it in your pocket, and then, you know, you bump your hand on your leg or something, and then you unlock the RV. I don't know. So you'd have to decide if this is something that would be good for you or not. We got a lot of wind here. I hope this isn't getting in the video too much, all the wind that's going on right now. But it comes with it, and for people that like that, it would be really good. I mean, I could see you're out hiking and you come back and you're being chased by a bear or something, and you're like, how am I going to get in the RV on time? And you're running and running, and then you're just like, click unlock, and you can run and get in. Other than that, you know what? It's got the keypad here. It's got a key, which, by the way, this key is keyed pretty much just for this lock. You might come across others that this key will fit in, but for the most part, these are keyed individually, not like the RV key where the majority of them are the same. And you could go in a campground and probably open a dozen of them with your key if you wanted to, and a dozen people could probably open yours if they wanted to. So I'm gonna say this was a very good investment, and you just feel a little safer knowing that not everybody with an RV is going to be able to just come in and open the door and do as they please in your RV. If you like this kind of stuff, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you on the next one.